really important for people to vote their values. So I'm curious to know why, instead of voting for, I mean, obviously you're not going to vote for Donald Trump, but why aren't you voting for Jill Stein? If you're concerned
I'll go
with
very
those
quickly.
values.
I'll go very quickly. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party are quasi-government institutions ingrained in the Constitution of the state of New York. The commissioner organized the election, Republican and Democrat. On the commissioner table, there never has been a conservative commissioner. They haven't been a Green Party conservative commissioner. They haven't been a reform when there were all those parties. If the Board of Election had a commissioner of each party represented in the state of New York, the election law would be very different.
Certainly don't disagree with you on that point.
So the problem is that Jill Stein and everybody else in the third party world are just puppet to the will of the Democratic and the Republican Party together, deciding how that candidate can hurt the other candidate that is not me. And that's how they use, and I watch them at the Board of Election eliminate candidates because they will hurt their candidate. And we have seen that over and over. And we need to change that. And that's why I don't want Jill Stein to be a third party candidate. I want Jill Stein to be the Green Party, the Green faction inside the Democratic Party. And if she had that, but she refused. Anyone in the United States seems to not understand the quasi-governmental function of the Democratic and the Republican Party. And that's why I say, you have to get involved in your Republican Party. And Daniel here should be the next chair of the Queens County Republican Party. And in Manhattan, Dr. Devi should be the chair of the Manhattan Republican Party. But Dr. Devi right now is in a lawsuit for the last year and a half, fighting for her life because they're using the system against her. And basically, the system is broken. Instead of her building the Republican Party in Manhattan, she's not doing anything of that. She's working and she's fighting a lawsuit against the how do you call that thing? The CFB. So basically, we need to stop fighting inside, like one party against the other. We need to rebuild all our parties from the ground up until every county committee election district is fought for. We need to fight for the value around our neighbor, Democrat and Republican, and we need to go convince them that our word is better than the other. But we need to do it.
I don't know how you can make so much sense and still be a socialist.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Now,
Everything he's saying is contradicting being a socialist.
But
I
that-
don't understand it.
But
He
because-
thinks he's a socialist.
because no, hold on.
There's a conservative in you dying to get out. Yeah, that's what's going on.
350 million Americans believe socialism is what it
I
is.
don't care what people. You said it yourself. Socialism is about taking away rights.
Yes.
You said that is the foundation of socialism. That couldn't be further from what America is. I'm sorry.
We have a question here to the people.